Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. But you don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. There he goes! And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Vanderbilt's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Pavia. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the 4th down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe put him behind the 8 ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message.
He's loose. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get caught.
The sure hands, it's Hudson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. throwing play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Oh, sweet feet. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the tight end. Fights off the defender. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. One of those mitts up there catching the football.
Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Sweet cut. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Touchdown, Commodores! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
A fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A hand to the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Pavia. Finds his tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. That's caught, it's Miller.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fit in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And as time runs out here in the 2nd quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. So now it's 2nd and long. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Flips it out to the back. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Stowers. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Got a man. It's Sherrill. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down. And let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Which is have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
It's a running room. Turning it on. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you don't limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got his man on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoskins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hoskins. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He makes the fair catch just outside zone 10 at the 11-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
This is a design run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To throw, it's Pavia. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
They'll run the screen, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Sherrill. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Going up top again. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the 4th quarter. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. It's Pavia. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hoskins. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Near the end zone. It's picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse,